Hello, and welcome to Dr. Alicia's MedTalk. I'm thrilled to have you join me again as we explore ways to enhance your health and vitality. If you're enjoying these deep dives into wellness, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a like, and share your location in the comments. I love hearing from our global community. Today's discussion centers on a food that's been praised for decades as one of nature's most complete nutritional offerings, the egg. While eggs certainly offer a wealth of health benefits, including high-quality protein, vital nutrients like choline for brain function, lutein and zeaxanthin for eye protection, B vitamins for energy, and key minerals that support immunity and joint strength, the truth is that many people unknowingly sabotage these benefits through improper preparation or unhealthy pairings. Eggs can be either a superfood or a silent contributor to inflammation, depending on how they're cooked and consumed. Let's begin by acknowledging the powerful nutrients eggs provide, especially important as we age, when muscle mass begins to decline and inflammation becomes a greater concern. However, how we prepare eggs can significantly alter their health effects. The first mistake many people make is overcooking them. Applying high heat for extended periods, whether scrambling, frying, or hard-boiling, not only makes eggs rubbery and less appetizing but also alters the protein structure in a way that reduces bioavailability, meaning your body can't use the protein as effectively. Overcooking also destroys water-soluble B vitamins like B2 and B12, which are already commonly deficient in older adults. B12 in particular is crucial for neurological function, energy, and cellular health, and its loss can contribute to fatigue and cognitive decline. Research has shown that cooking methods have a strong impact on the antioxidant content of eggs. Gentle cooking helps preserve lutein and zeaxanthin, two powerful antioxidants concentrated in the yolk that support vision and reduce inflammation. This is especially important for those with arthritis or age-related joint discomfort, as harsh cooking methods create harmful compounds called advanced glycation end products, AGEs. These compounds, which form when food is browned or crisped at high heat, are known to fuel inflammation and worsen joint pain and stiffness. I had a patient named Margaret, age 72, who suffered from persistent hip and knee pain. Every morning, she ate eggs fried until crispy, a technique she believed made them tastier. After reviewing her diet, we simply switched her to poached eggs. Within 3 weeks, she reported less stiffness and regained some mobility, allowing her to return to gardening, one of her favorite hobbies. The way you cook your eggs matters more than you might think. To retain nutrients and prevent inflammation, try scrambling eggs at medium-low heat and remove them while still slightly moist, as they'll finish cooking off heat. For soft-boiled eggs, aim for about 6 to 7 minutes once the water starts boiling. This allows the yolk to stay slightly runny and preserves delicate vitamins. That green ring around overcooked hard-boiled yolks is a sign of nutrient breakdown and sulfur-iron reaction. For frying, avoid high heat and instead cover the pan briefly or use steam frying. Add a little water and cover the pan to gently cook the top without flipping or browning. Poaching is one of the best methods overall, as it avoids high heat altogether. Simmer water gently at about 190 degrees Fahrenheit 88 degrees Celsius, and add a splash of vinegar to help the whites firm up quickly. These simple adjustments help preserve more nutrients and drastically reduce the formation of inflammatory compounds, making eggs a truly beneficial food for your joints and long-term wellness. Now, let's move to the second big mistake: pairing eggs with processed meats like bacon, sausage, or ham. While this classic breakfast combo is familiar and satisfying, it unfortunately contributes significantly to systemic inflammation and joint discomfort. Processed meats are packed with sodium, often exceeding a third of your daily recommended intake in a single serving. High sodium not only raises blood pressure, but also contributes to water retention, swelling, and increased joint pain. More importantly, these meats are preserved with nitrates and nitrites, which can convert into harmful nitrosamines when cooked, further promoting inflammation and raising cancer risk. They also contain high levels of saturated fats and AGEs, again compounding the inflammatory burden when combined with overcooked eggs. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that those who consumed more processed meat had higher levels of inflammation markers like C-reactive protein, CRP, and interleukin-6 (IL-6), both associated with joint deterioration and chronic pain. Another large study following over 100,000 participants confirmed that frequent consumption of processed meats increased the risk for inflammatory conditions, including rheumatoid arthritis. Fortunately, making dietary shifts can produce measurable improvements in just weeks. Take Thomas, one of my patients who loved gardening but was limited by knee pain. His breakfast used to include eggs and bacon daily. By keeping the eggs and replacing bacon with anti-inflammatory options, his pain decreased significantly within a month, and he was able to spend more time doing what he loved. Instead of bacon or sausage, consider pairing eggs with foods that actively fight inflammation. Avocados are a great option. Rich in healthy fats and vitamin E, they help reduce inflammation while adding a creamy texture. Try smashed avocado on whole grain toast topped with a poached egg. Smoked wild salmon is another excellent alternative, loaded with omega-3 fatty acids that actively reduce joint inflammation. Sautéed vegetables like spinach, mushrooms, tomatoes, and bell peppers add antioxidants and fiber, which protect joint tissues and support gut health. Making an omelet with these veggies provides multiple anti-inflammatory agents in one meal. Don't forget about fresh herbs. Basil, cilantro, parsley, and turmeric all contain potent plant compounds that combat inflammation. Even a sprinkle can make a difference. By eliminating processed meats and adding nutrient-rich plant foods, you can create meals that nourish rather than inflame your body, preserving mobility and reducing pain as you age. Now on to mistake number 3, discarding the egg yolk. For years, many people avoided yolks due to fears around dietary cholesterol, especially during the low-fat diet craze. However, modern science has shown that for most individuals, dietary cholesterol has little impact on blood cholesterol levels. What you miss out on by removing the yolk is substantial. The yolk is where nearly all of the egg's vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants reside. While the white is primarily protein, the yolk contains vitamin D for bone strength and calcium absorption, vitamin K, too, which helps direct calcium to the bones rather than the arteries, and choline, which supports brain function and reduces inflammation. In fact, 90% of an egg's choline is in the yolk. It also provides omega-3 fatty acids, especially in pasture-raised eggs, and lutein and zeaxanthin for long-term eye health. These nutrients play a critical role in maintaining bone density, reducing stiffness, and supporting cognitive clarity as we age. Numerous studies have debunked the old cholesterol myth. One large-scale review published in the British Medical Journal found no link between egg consumption and heart disease in healthy individuals. The U.S. dietary guidelines even removed previous restrictions on dietary cholesterol, recognizing that trans fats and excess refined carbs, not eggs, are the real culprits in heart disease. A patient of mine, Barbara, avoided egg yolks for 15 years due to outdated advice, but still experienced joint discomfort and low vitamin D. After reintroducing whole eggs 3 times a week, she noticed reduced stiffness in her fingers and improved grip strength, and her blood work showed higher vitamin D levels without negative changes in cholesterol. If you've been avoiding yolks, start slowly. Mix 1 whole egg with 1 white and gradually build up as your comfort allows. Prioritize quality. Look for eggs from pasture-raised hens, which contain more omega-3s and nutrients. Stick to 1 egg per day unless otherwise advised by your healthcare provider. And remember, prepare them gently to avoid losing those valuable compounds. So, how can we put all this together for the perfect egg-based meal? Focus on gentle methods like poaching or soft boiling. For soft-boiled eggs, add to boiling water and cook for 6 minutes, then transfer to ice water to halt cooking. This keeps the yolk nutrient-rich and the white fully cooked. For poaching, use very fresh eggs in gently simmering water with vinegar and a swirling vortex to shape the egg. Cook for about 3 to 4 minutes. Now for anti-inflammatory pairings, sauté a mix of spinach, bell peppers, and mushrooms with a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric and a pinch of black pepper to activate the curcumin. Pair with sliced avocado and cherry tomatoes for healthy fats and antioxidants. Serve on whole grain toast drizzled with olive oil for additional joint-supportive polyphenol. Top with fresh herbs like basil, dill, or cilantro for flavor and extra anti-inflammatory benefits. This dish is not only delicious but supports brain function, joint mobility, heart health, and long-lasting energy. Eggs, when cooked and paired wisely, can be a key player in your wellness strategy. In addition to preparing your eggs properly, consider a few broader habits to support mobility and reduce inflammation. Include fatty fish like salmon or sardines 2 to 3 times a week for omega-3s. Eat a variety of colorful vegetables and berries for their antioxidants, and use extra virgin olive oil in your cooking. Spices like turmeric, garlic, and ginger are fantastic natural anti-inflammatories, so make them part of your weekly rotation. Also, reduce your intake of refined carbs and sugar-sweetened beverages, which are known to trigger inflammation and can worsen joint pain over time. Today we've seen that eggs are only as healthy as the way you prepare and pair them. By avoiding overcooking, steering clear of processed meat pairings, and embracing the nutrient-rich yolk, you can truly maximize their benefits. These changes don't require a complicated meal plan or costly supplements, just small shifts in your kitchen routine. Try adjusting one step at a time, like lowering your cooking heat, experimenting with anti-inflammatory ingredients, or giving egg yolks another chance. Pay attention to your energy, flexibility, and comfort over time. You may be surprised at how powerful these changes can be. If you found today's discussion helpful, please like this video, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to Dr. Alicia's MedTalk for more science-backed health insights. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you're always updated with the latest strategies for staying vibrant, mobile, and full of life at every age. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time for another episode of Dr. Alicia's MedTalk, where smart food choices lead to a healthier tomorrow.